Howdy folks, BC here. You're watching Deuce and Guns, and today I'm talking about what I purchased this Black Friday. Now if you notice on my Black Friday special that came out a couple weeks ago, that video, I had already purchased most of the things that were going to be on sale this year. So instead of doubling or tripling up on things I already owned and already used, so I went online and I found a great deal at classicfirearms.com and actually put that link in the description below the Black Friday special video as quickly as I could. Hopefully some of you were actually able to take advantage of that, but they had a great deal. They had a literal truckload of Glock 21s and Glock 22s that came in from law enforcement trade-ins, and it looks like they were all in great shape. And the Glock 21 and 22, the Glock 21 is the 45 caliber and the Glock 22 is the 40 caliber model of the standard carry Glock, and they're fantastic firearms. And here's mine. I got, basically they had them for the Glock 21s were $350. And this is mine here, and of course it is completely unloaded, no magazine, and I got a slew of magazines with them, also completely empty. Now it came with one magazine, one Gen 3, and this is a Gen 3 Glock here. One Gen 3 mag, as you can tell with the little piece of metal showing through. And then they had spare Glock 21 Generation 2 magazines, it looks like, for 12 bucks a piece. So I grabbed 3 of those. I should have probably gotten more, but now that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and bring you guys back here and we can take a closer look at this Glock. And here is the Glock 21 in all of her glory. Go ahead and drop the magazine here. Check to make sure that it's clear, which it is, of course. And now we're going to drop the striker and then move the slide back. Just grab around here, move the slide back about a 1/4 inch, and then grab this little lever here. Some people call this the takedown lever. Some people call this the slide lock. I believe Glock calls it slide lock, and it just comes right off. There we go. So, and now I'll move some stuff out of frame here, so let me bring this back down here. So we've got the frame itself, it's a standard Glock 21 frame, also a Glock 20 frame as well, those are interchangeable. And we have the magazine itself and the upper, which is the recoil spring, the barrel, and slide. And now I'll take a closer look here. Let me get out my pointer. There we go. If you don't recognize that, that is a brass case Mosin Nagant round there, 7.62 by 54R. So it makes a great pointer with the yellow tip on it. And now we have the standard barrel here, and you can see there's a little bit of love in there. Cat hair on it too. A little bit of wear there, not a big deal. Of course, a little bit of wear there. Again, not a big deal, barely broken in. Now what I find unusual is that whoever owned this Glock, or whoever this was either issued to, or the armorer that worked on this, they had gone through and done some custom things to this Glock, which is unusual, especially for a police department or law enforcement, is that they've actually gone in and polished the actual feeder ramp right there. You can see, let's see if I can get it to actual focus there. That feeder ramp is way shinier than it should be. Straight out of Glock, that's going to be actually blued. But someone's gone in there with a Dremel and polished a bejesus out of that thing. They haven't really cut into it or anything like that. It's completely stock as far as the shape. But they did go in and polish that feeder ramp up to make sure that it fed 100% reliably with any kind of hollow point ammo. Which is odd because the Glock is going to be that reliable anyway, I'm pretty sure. So they might have just done it out of habit, I'm not sure, but it's done nevertheless, and it works just fine. Now along with the barrel polishing, someone has gone through, and let me get the focus here. Come on Canon, you can do it. They've gone in and polished up the safety plunger right there. That's a mirror sheen right there. Completely polished up like a mirror. Everything that rubs on each other has a mirror sheen on it versus the standard normal matte finish. So someone's gone in and actually done some cleanup work on this Glock to make it smoother than factory. And let me tell you, the trigger pull is actually very, very good on this. Now let's go ahead and test the actual weight of this trigger. It may not be any lighter, but it's a heck of a lot smoother than normal factory triggers. Again, someone has spent a lot of time polishing up everything inside this Glock to make it work as smoothly as possible. There we go. Function check. Alright, it's good to go, and of course clear. Now according to Glock, the trigger pull, stock trigger pull is supposed to be 5.5 pounds. And it's kind of tricky to get a good reading because you have the safety action trigger there. So let's see what I can do here. See if I can get something that is remotely accurate with my pull gauge. And 5 pounds 14 ounces, so it's actually more than factory. I'm sure it's probably user error on my part because, again, it is very difficult to get an accurate trigger pull using the safety action trigger. You see there are 5 pounds 9 ounces, so it's still factory weight. I doubt it's more than a factory, but it's definitely, there we go, 5 pounds 6 ounces. And what does they say, 5.5 pounds? So yeah, it is still factory, just a heck of a lot smoother. My mags here. That was empty. 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 All right. Federal aluminum. There we go. Federal aluminum right there. Got 13 rounds of that stuff right there. Just basic full metal jacket, ball ammo. All right, here we go. Nice, check that out. This is a good shooter. Good shooter. Pretty good. Pretty good. And the lock's back on a empty magazine. Also got some Federal brass, as well as my old 45 loads that I used to use in competition. So what does a Glock 21C when you shoot it? Let's find out. Here we go. That makes it nose heavy. I got some cans here. I wasn't sure if we were going to have any issues with it raining. So, let's see what it looks like when you shoot the can. Right through, there we go. Back to the target. Now let's try my old competition load. It's a pretty light load. It's a 200 grain cast lead bullet. It's been so long since I loaded these. I think I was using Unique powder at the time. I believe it was Unique, not Bullseye. I later changed over to Bullseye because Unique made too much smoke, and it Unique was kind of hard to find for a little while. So I changed over to Bullseye, which I found everywhere. But enough yapping, more shooting. Hear that smoke. They don't call it the Smoky Mountains for nothing. Oh, the magazine doesn't. Huh. There we go. I'll have to look into that. Huh. All right. I wonder if the others don't fall. Okay, that one's fine. Most of these are Generation 2 mags. There we go. Yep, that's an issue. There's a Gen 3 mag. No problem. Well, a little bit of a problem. Might have a little bit of a sticky situation inside. Now, after my range trip, I actually sent Glock an email asking about the history of the pistol and if there's any fix for the non-dropping free Glock magazines, the Generation 2 Glock mags. And here is the response. Let me go ahead and move over here. Dan from Glock, his response is, Mr. C, the gun went to the Kingsport Police Department in Kingsport, Tennessee. Your Generation 3 Glock 21 left the factory on April 16th, 1999. And finally, there is no fix for the mag, sir. I guess he wants me to buy new ones instead of try to fix the old ones. I've got some ideas of how to fix these old ones. I've lubed them, I've tried to clean everything up, it still doesn't work. But if I do figure out something and actually do a video on it, I will put a link in the description below the video of here, and at the end of this video there'll be a link on the card going to the new videos. Make sure you look at those because I do actually change those around. If there's anything new, any new information, it will be in the cards at the end of every video. Well guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and go ahead and subscribe because I got a lot more on the way. And if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, I love those show ideas, leave those in the comment box below the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya.